Respected Father Anthony, Father Arukyadas, Professor Mohanty, Professor Bainipati, parents, faculty members, and dear students. When the Vice Chancellor informed me that there is such an event in which they are going to award, you are going to be awarded with scholarships amounting to nearly 1.5 crore, I was really impressed. That's why I would begin by congratulating the recipients. When I studied in school in class 3, the scholarship was a paltry amount of rupees 7. And in class 9th, it used to be rupees 9. And in class 7th, class 5th would be 9. Class 7th was 100 rupees. And thereon, they were small amounts, but they reinforce good things in you. Can you occupy the chairs, empty chairs? That would be nice. I mean, you can come back to sit down when you are called. It looks quite... You can take the chair. Take the front sofa. They are not meant for any higher castes or anybody. You can occupy them as well. So kind of you. So kind of you. So they reinforce learning. Like your parents are here, and when you start walking, your parents should have clapped. Not because they thought that you will stop at walking, but because they wanted to encourage you. They expected you to run, and that you do. They expected you to run harder, faster, longer. So each time you are being recognized for something, that is a reinforcement that you have done something good, something nice, and you must continue to do that. That's what B.F. Skinner calls reinforcement learning. We want to reinforce good things in your mind so that you go forward. Just imagine the 7 rupees that I got at one point of time went on to encourage me, and ultimately I got the British Chevening Scholarship, which is the highest scholarship that the British government gives to foreign students. Then I got the University of Liverpool Scholarship, which is nearly 50 lakhs for my PhD doctoral work in University of Liverpool. So when you get 7 rupees, it encourages you to go step by step. When your parents are clapping when you walk, it is not because they want you to stop at walking, but move further and further and run faster and harder. So today we are trying to reinforce that. We are here to encourage you, to motivate you, to congratulate you, and of course thank the institution's directors for their vision in encouraging students like this. This is called reinforced learning. I have just 5 minutes. That's too less to really delve on any particular topic. But I would like to tell you something about how you attend to your time. Unlike my generations, you have a lot of distractions. You have a lot of other things to attend to, one of them being social media. You are on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram increasingly, and WhatsApp, right? So these services are given to you free of cost. You are a user and you use them freely. Please understand why they become addictive. So our brain has neurons. Neurons are organized in a network called neural network. And when you see something, some input in the neuron, it generates an output called dopamine. That makes you feel happy. Suppose you have a monkey and it goes and opens a box, and in that box it gets a fruit. Scientists can see there is a dopamine surge, right? Suppose someone takes cocaine, then the dopamine flood. So that makes you feel happy, right? That's the surprise element. You open the first box, monkey gets an apple, feels very happy, opens the second box, again feels happy, third box, again feels happy, but by the fourth time, the dopamine surge is no longer there. The surprise element is gone. So when you post a profile photo, you start looking for dopamine likes. 2, 3, could it be 5, could it be 8? There is a suspense. There is something that you're waiting for, and that is what makes it so addictive, right? You get hooked on to it, like getting hooked on to cocaine or any other drugs. You get hooked on to social media. And social media companies give you free, but please understand, and those of you who have a pen and paper can note down this line, when you consume a product or a service free, you are being converted into a product, right? So here, suppose I run an IT platform, I would say here are 30 bakras, they are all students in XIU or XIM University. I need to, is there anyone who wants to sell something to them? They like cricket or they like Priyanka Chopra. Would you like to sell? So one, I have categorized you into a particular type of person. A tribe that likes football, a tribe that likes cricket, a tribe that likes a particular political party, and I am trying to get you engaged so that I can aggregate more and more people. I can make 30, 300, 3000 and then sell all of you, aggregate your attention and then sell it to an advertiser, right? And that's how the IT platforms make billions of dollars. So the social media that you use is paid for by advertisers. The information source may not be accurate. The IT firm is not interested in giving you good stuff. They want you to be hooked on to something that will give you dopamine and get you addicted. So what you get on the social media platform is not verified. They follow a communication model that we call in psychology the rumor model. So if you have a tribe A, the tribe A likes certain stories about movies, I'll give it to them, let them consume that story and congregate in larger number. The exchange of ideas between tribe A and tribe B would be when tribe A is trying to fight or quarrel with tribe B. And that's what it has become. Social media has become obnoxious. It has become polarizing. It has become a place for quarrel, fight, troll. I feel really a sense of pity when a youngster who has nothing to win or lose from larger political issues is abusing a political leader or fighting with another friend of his for no rhyme or reason. So that's what social media can do to you. You can become a product, hooked on to a network, that would take away a lot of your time. You can be purchased and sold, changed and shaped by the social media, by the dopamine. So today we are giving you a different dopamine. You've studied something and therefore we are reinforcing, making you feel happy. But social media will not give you anything. Like when you take cocaine, you feel very happy. You can feel that you are the king, but you are nobody. You can see the whole world on social media. You can just you can get hooked on to reels. And you are seeing various people doing various surprising things. That breaks away your monotony. That breaks away the routine around you. That makes you feel good. But everything that makes you feel good is not good for you. And that's where you have a lot of distractions. There are free models of communication, there are paid models of communication, or what is called subscription model. Like Netflix is a subscription model. Facebook is a free model. The only source of information which is not free are books. Right? Please read books. They are a purely subscription model. There is no advertisement in books. Magazines have advertisement, newspapers have advertisement, TV has advertisement, and they are all intended towards attending to TRP. They need ad revenue. They'll sow what will produce ad revenue. But books are paid for. There are lots of books in your library. What your teachers are teaching you are things that your parents have purchased. They have paid the tuition fee. It's not free. Like, attend to that much more than Facebook, which is free. The Facebook reel is very free, totally free. You can go on consuming that. But the teacher, what he is teaching you is paid for by your parents. You have not paid, your parents have paid. Nonetheless, it is a paid subscription model of learning something. Focus on paid sources rather than free sources. Psychologically, free sources are very, very addictive. I want to buy something but not pay for it. Right? I want to consume something, not pay for it. That's what is happening to many of you. So I would not take much of your time. I would expect that such a beautiful atmosphere here. The infrastructure is amazing. When we were students, we could not have imagined this kind of universities and infrastructure and air-conditioned rooms and classes and these are all dreams. I studied in England and it almost feels like I am in a global university. I was teaching in England and I can clearly see it's really world class. So you have a world class infrastructure, you have time at your hand, you are being encouraged for good things that you have done, your parents want you to do well. Do not stop at walking. Learn here to run. Those of you who are from Odisha might have read an essay that I wrote that became viral, 2017-18, which was about my experience of being a large fish in a small pond. So this is a small pond, right? You learn swimming in a small pond. You don't learn swimming in a sea. This is here where you can commit mistakes. This is where you learn writing, reading, speaking, articulating, arguing. All this you can learn here. But once you learn and then you enter the larger world, the sea, you will have no difficulties. So be that and do well in life. Again, my compliments to all the achievers. Please remember, achievements must not develop in you hubris, overconfidence, arrogance. For your achievement, there is a lot of people who have contributed. Your parents have contributed, your teachers have contributed, society has contributed by setting up schools. They have educated you. At another point of time, you may not have had vaccine, you may not have had schools. You must be always having two feelings in your mind. One is that of gratitude. Gratitude for all those who have contributed to your success. Second, a sense of compassion. That your success is not to feel arrogant or develop a sense of hubris or to underestimate those who you think could not achieve. Your rewards are not entirely your own. Your rewards are meant to encourage you, to give you a role to do something good for society, to work for the greater good of society, for the common good of society. If I am in a particular position, it is not to gloat over my achievement, but I have been given a position by society to remain grateful to society and to contribute to society and its common good and public good, right? Always focus on public good, no matter how high you go, where you reach. It is not, the successes that you have is not entirely yours. Did anyone ask you before taking birth whether you will be born with 2 eyes or no eyes, with 1 leg or no legs, in this caste or that caste, male or female? You did not make the choices. How can you claim that your successes are entirely your own? They are not entirely your own. There's a lot of lottery element, there's a lot of chance element, there's a lot of destiny element there. You are lucky. You are lucky to be successful, and that good fortune you must share with society by working for the greater good of society. I would not waste more of your time. I thank the Vice Chancellor, the faculty members for inviting me. Hopefully some other time I would have, we can find time to come and talk to your students and encourage them to learn better, do better, and think higher and reach higher. Thank you so much. Good day.